Don't you do it. So I just wanted to do a little updating. No. Alright, so the first one is pro-life or pro-choice. And I think me and Zach have both talked about this a few times, and I'm obviously pro-life, not choice. I think God put a child in you for a reason. No matter what the circumstances, you can always put it up for adoption. Zach, what are you? Pro-life or pro-choice?
I think it's whoever's having the baby's choice.
So you're pro-choice, which he has been since we've always been together. Okay, so the next question is baby wearing. I'm totally for baby wearing. I don't think I've ever really baby weared. I did buy a Moby wrap when I had Kinley, and I used it like if we went to the store or something by myself since I had 2 other kids. But I think that's the only time I really baby wore. Zach, I think the only time you really baby wore was that one time when we only had Charlie and we went to the aquarium because they wouldn't let us have a stroller.
What does baby wear mean?
Baby wear, like using something to hold the baby on your chest kind of thing. Have you ever baby worn other than that time?
No. I only wore that for a minute anyway.
Okay. Moving on to circumcisions. Our boys are circumcised. I do wish they would tell new mothers a little more information about it before they just ask you. But you're for circumcisions, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. And then adoption. I am totally for adoption. You want to put your kid up for adoption. There's plenty of families out there that would want to adopt them. Right, babe?
People make money off of it. That's the only reason.
So you'd like a private adoption.
Person to person.
That's a private adoption. So he wants a private adoption, not... So you don't like the big companies that make money off of it?
No.
Okay. Baby piercings. Kinley's ears are pierced. She got them pierced. She was like 2.5 months. I was totally for it, except I couldn't personally take her to go because I was too scared. Zach, were you okay with me piercing Kinley's ears so young?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. And then breast milk versus formula. It's one of the things I think you're the mom, it's your decision. I tried breastfeeding Charlie for like a split second. It didn't work out. I also tried again with Kinley. It didn't work out. But I can't choose one. It's totally up to you. You agree, Zach?
Yeah.
And spanking. We are for spanking, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I think it goes with the way we were raised and our religion. Totally for spanking. By no means do we beat them to death.
Usually.
But they get a whipping if they do something horrible. They also go to timeout, and we do sticker charts. We don't just whip. We do multiple different things. Okay, so next is co-sleeping. I think this one is funny because Zach was completely against co-sleeping when we first had kids. And now he lets Kinley sleep with us every night of our life. Don't you?
No.
Yeah. When the boys were first born, he didn't want them in the bed. He didn't want to get it started. Kinley also didn't sleep in our bed until she got older, right? So we didn't co-sleep to the point where they have to be with us to sleep. Just when they feel scared or sad or something, we let them come in bed with us, right?
Right.
Okay. Homeschool versus public school versus charter school. I'm guessing charter school means private school, right?
I don't know.
That's what I'm going to go with. We put our kids in public school. I wish I could homeschool them, but I'm just not smart enough to homeschool. But if I were, I would probably really look into that. Well,
Why?
why?
We need to get out there into the world as soon as possible.
I would look into it just because the way schools are nowadays, and
What are schools like nowadays?
they're just like, I don't know, all the drugs and gun use and shootings and...
The same things are going on, but now social media, you know about almost every single one of them now.
Well, if I could homeschool, I would. Zach, obviously, likes public school or private school.
Hmm?
If you could pay for private school, would you put our kids in private school?
Hell no.
Okay. Also, I'm totally okay with public school because we live in the country. So, if we were to move to the city, like we're forced to live in the city, there's no way in hell I would let our kids go to a city school. So, then I would definitely choose some type of homeschooling, probably like an online school or something. And then that comes to vaccinations. Our kids are fully vaccinated except for the flu shot. There's no flu shot in our family. The kids do not get flu shots. I don't allow it. I've never had a flu shot, and I've never had the flu. And a family member of mine had a horrible reaction to it, which is, I believe, the main reason why my family don't do the flu shot. How do you feel, babe?
I don't care about it.
So it's just my choice.
Guess so.
If you had the option to give the kids a flu shot, would you?
If they needed it.
Well, the doctors always say they need it, but it's our choice as parents to give it to them or not.
Well, if they need it, why wouldn't you give it to them?
Well, what makes them need it? Just because the doctor said so?
Well, ask the doctor.
The doctor thinks it prevents it. And every time we go to the doctor always urges me to give it to them, but I never do. So,
I'm not a doctor.
well, if you took Kenley to the doctor and I wasn't there and he urged you to give it to her, would you?
Probably.
That's why you don't take the kids to the doctor without me. They only get the shots that are absolutely necessary to have. And that is it.
Then why would they want them to have the flu shot?
I don't know why, because they think it helps, but I've never had the flu shot and I've never had the flu. Have you ever had the flu?
No.
Have you ever had a flu shot?
I don't know.
Since you've been an adult and your mom hasn't took you to the doctor, have you had a flu shot?
Not that I know of.
Yep, that's why we don't do it. Alright, cloth diapers versus disposable diapers. We use disposable diapers, mostly because it's easy and less disgusting. You agree?
What?
Disposable diapers or cloth diapers?
Definitely disposable.
Alright, and the last one is the cry it out method. I'm totally for the cry it out method. Kids don't need you every time they whimper. They need to learn to soothe themselves, and that mommy's not going to be there to hold you every time you make a whimper. Right, babe?
Right.
So you're for the cry it out method.
Yep.
Well, there you have it. That's our controversial parenting tag. Say bye.
Bye.